Hey, welcome back to another mobility session with me. This week we are going to be focusing in on just a full body mobility session. There is no specific thing that we are trying to target. Honestly, it's been a rough last week, so I'm feeling like I just need to do a complete reset. The movements that I got for you, I'm gonna still list it into different parts. For your upper body, we're gonna be doing shoulders in particular for this segment. Is going to be the shoulder dislocate followed by a Superman with retraction. And then after that, we're going to be focusing on the hips and the ankles. And we're going to start with a combat base, a 90-90, which seems to be a fan favorite. And then following that up with a squat hold. Now, all of this, again, this is just a full body routine. The things that you will need, your body and then a broomstick. And that is it. All right. So let's get into it. So this first movement, let me move this stuff out of the way. This first movement is called a shoulder dislocate. Now I highly recommend do not YouTube shoulder dislocate. Okay, you're gonna find a lot of videos that you don't wanna see. But that's why I'm gonna be teaching you how to do it. So you're gonna take a broomstick. This works best if you have a PVC pipe or if you take this top part off. This broom will not allow that. So I'm just gonna hold this, I'm gonna take this part off. So you're gonna hold this broomstick out to your side, okay? I have a little bit more than a foot and a half from either side of my hips. Now, as I do this, I'm going to make sure that my arms are locked. I'm not gonna bend whatsoever. And then from the side view, I'm going to come up overhead. And then from here, I'm gonna try to pull back, okay? I'm gonna keep on pulling until I find a good stretch. I'm gonna hold that. 3, 2, 1. Come on down. And then we're gonna do that again. So you're gonna come on up, bring it up overhead, try to pull back. As you do this, you're hoping to get more and more range of motion. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, quick little tip for you. If you find that you can go all the way around, right, I'll just demonstrate that real fast. If you can go all the way around, that is your sign to bring your hand in just a little bit. Okay, so I brought my hand in from way out here to just about fist width, and then we're gonna come on up, pull it on back, find that stretch, 3, 2, 1. Come on down, nice and slow. And then back up, keep on pulling. Now, as you're doing this, keep those arms straight. Don't let your arms shift to one side or the other. Keep your arms straight and even. 3, 2, 1. There we go. And again, up. Keep on going. Find that nice big stretch. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Now, I personally feel like I can bring my hand in again, so I'm going to do that. If you feel like you are getting a pretty decent stretch, stay where you're at. Don't try to follow exactly as I do. I do this one fairly often. Okay? Come on up. Pull those arms back. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that was a good one. And one last time. Come on up. Pull them back. Hold. 3, 2, 1. And we're done with that. Ooh, yeah. All right. So during that movement, what we're trying to do is stretch out the chest, and then if you can, try to activate a little bit of that upper back. Okay, we're only going to be doing however many I just did right there. I was not counting. I'm just going based off of feel. For myself, I feel like I am set with the amount that we just did that. So we're going to move on to the next one. The next movement is going to be the Superman with retraction. So you're going to lie down on the ground, face down. I'm pretty sure we've done this one in the past. And have your arms out in front of you. If we have done this in the past and you've done this with me, I apologize. This is one of my least favorite movements. I just know that I need to do it more often, okay? So from here, I'm going to try to lift my hands, and then from there, I'm gonna pull my arms back and try to lift my chest as high as I can, hold it 3, 2, 1, and then come on back forward, okay? Well, now we're gonna start doing it, all right? So get into position, lying face down, arms are out in front of you. You're gonna start by lifting those hands as high as you can. Pull those hands back, try to lift your chest. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Pull back. 3, 2, 1. Back to neutral. Come on, up. Back. 3, 2, 1. Up. Back. 3, 2, 1. And one last time. Okay. Up. Back. 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. Okay. Woo! We're going to do that one more set. We're just going to give you a nice little break. With that movement, you're going to be feeling all sorts of things. Primarily up in the shoulders, in the mid-back. You're going to feel all sorts of stuff. A couple of the things that I tend to see go wrong with that is people tend to do like swimmers where they bring up their back feet. Your feet don't matter about this movement. Superman with retraction. We're just focused on the upper body, okay? The next biggest thing is you're not lifting your hands as high as you possibly can, okay? Some people, as they're doing this, I've noticed, they'll just lackadaisically lift their hand. I want you to really lift that bad boy up and then keep that hand up as you try to pull back, okay? So, without further ado, I don't know why I keep getting up and down. Let's do another round, okay? Ooh. Lying down, arms out in front of you. Again, really lift your hands up as high as you can. Up, pull them back. Hold 3, 2, 1. Keep them up. Come on down. Up, pull them on back. 3, 2, 1. And down. Up, back. Keep those hands up. Keep those hands up. 3, 2, 1. Down. I think 2 more. We'll do 2 more for good measures. Up, back. Oh man. 3, 2, 1. One last rep, guys. Come on, we got this. And up, back. 3, 2, 1. And down. Okay. Man, it is I'm not gonna lie, I'm in my garage gym right now. It's not the hottest, it's not the warmest in here. It's fairly cold, and I feel myself catching a sweat right now. So if you're doing this inside, I'm sorry if you're catching a bigger sweat than I am. That movement, not gonna lie, sucks. Hate doing it. I just know I need to do more of it. So we're gonna move on. The next movement is a combat base. This one's not as strenuous, if you will. I'm gonna get into a half kneeling position. Take this back foot, turn it in, and you're going to lean forward over that front knee or over that front toe. Okay, now when you're doing this, the main thing that I want you to do, keep this front heel down. Do not let it rise up at all. Okay, if that means you're coming forward this far and your heel starts to come up, you have to move back a little bit. Okay, keep that front heel down. So get into position, half kneeling, rotate that back foot in, and let's lean on forward. Come on forward. I feel a big stretch in my Achilles, and I kind of feel one coming through my groin. 3, 2, 1. Come on up and forward. Try to get a little bit deeper. Drive that knee over that big toe. 3, 2, 1. Again, get that big stretch. 3, 2, 1. Back up. Come on forward. There you go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more. Forward. 3, 2, 1. And back. And then we're going to switch sides. Again, half kneeling. Rotate that back foot in. Let's lean on forward. Okay? Come on forward. See that? So right here, my heel is starting to rise up. So what I'm going to actually do, I'm going to lean or push my front foot forward just a hair. There we go. I get a bigger stretch, and I'm not having my heel lift up at all. 3, 2, 1. Forward. 3, 2, 1. Back. Forward. There you go. Really push it. 3, 2, 1. I think that was 3. Let's do 2 more. Forward, 3, 2, 1, and 1 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. For that one, we're just going to do 1 round on both sides, just enough to get some movement going on. Then we're going to move into the 90-90. If you made it this far into the video, drop a like. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments what your favorite mobility position that we've done thus far has been. Okay, let's hop into the 90-90. Okay, so what you're going to do here, start feet sitting out in front of you, bring 1 foot in, bring the other foot out to the side. Okay, from here, I'm going to turn to be faced in front of you guys. From here, I want your shoulders to be squared up with your front leg, and I want that side foot, you should see a 90 at that side knee and a 90 at that front knee. I use this hand, prop myself up nice and tall, and what we're going to do is we're going to lean forward. Caveat, this is the biggest thing that I see go wrong with this movement, is people will just bend their torso down, get no extra stretch. Keep that chest up nice and tall, lean forward, hold that stretch. You should feel this on your front side glute. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and back up and forward. Hold 3, 2, 1. Forward 3, 2, 1. Back and forward 3, 2, 1. One more time. Again, make sure that you're not bending at your back. Keep that torso upright. Lean on forward. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to switch sides. Okay? Give it a nice switch. Just to make sure that your form is correct, your shoulders should be squared up with that front leg. You should see a 90 at that front knee and a 90 at that back knee. If your feet are pulled in, you're not doing it right, make sure you got that 90, 90, hence the name, right? So, shoulders squared up, 90 at both knees. You're going to prop yourself up with your side arm and lean forward. Keep that torso nice and flat. Oh, this is a big one. 3, 2, 1. Man. Woo. Okay, forward. This is some stuff that I needed to do. 3, 2, 1. Forward. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Forward. 3, 2, 1. Forward one last time. 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. Okay, take a nice little breather right there. We're going to do 1 more on both sides. Well, technically 5 more on both sides. Just give yourself a nice little break. Again, the biggest thing about this 90-90, the biggest thing about all this mobility stuff is that you have to have a specific intention. You can't just come into this all willy-nilly and just do random stretches. Of course, you can and you will feel a stretch. But as far as the mobility aspect of this is, I'm trying to teach you guys or coach you guys through these movements on certain areas that we're trying to get stronger at, certain areas that we are trying to stretch. There's nothing wrong with flexibility training, and I'm not going to say that mobility is more important than flexibility. They are both equally important. I'm not teaching a flexibility course. I'm teaching a mobility session right now. Okay, let's do the other side. Now, we're going to get into the real mobility part of this. Okay. As you lean forward, like we did in the past, you're going to lift that back leg up off the ground. Okay, so the way I'm going to say this is forward, lift, 3, 2, 1, back, up. Okay, so forward, lift, 3, 2, 1. If you start to feel a cramp on this side, drop down to this elbow. Okay, forward, lift, 3, 2, 1. Man. Forward, lift, 3, 2, 1. Back and up. Forward, lift, 3, 2, 1. One more. Forward, lift, 3, 2, 1. All right, switch sides, switch sides. Oh man. You know, it's crazy. I do these movements fairly often too. You would expect me to not be huffing and puffing. It just goes to show that life really gets you, man. Life really gets you. All right. Make sure your form is all set up. Shoulders are squared away or squared with your front leg 90 at both knees. Propping yourself up on the arm. Forward. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Oh man. Forward. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Forward. Lift. 3, 2, 1. I think one more. Let's do one more. Forward. Lift. 3, 2, and 1. All right. And that does it for the 90-90. I got one last movement for you guys. Now, I should preface, if you do not have the mobility to do this next movement, there's a couple of things that you can do at home. It is just called a squat hold. So we're just going to get into the deepest squat position that we possibly can. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate first. I'll show you an option that you can do at home, and then take it from there. All you're going to do is you're going to squat as low as you can. This is it. This is the whole movement. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to hold this position. Okay. Now, a couple of things that I'm trying to do is I'm not letting my knees cave in. All right. I'm not letting my knees cave in. I'm trying to keep my arms on the inside. If you need to, you can actually press your arms against your knees to open up your knees a little bit more. If you do not have the mobility to do this position, have something sturdy, right? I have my rack right here, but if you have a bed frame, grab onto the side of the bed frame. What you're gonna do, you're gonna walk yourself down with your arms and just try to pull yourself forward without lifting those heels. And this is all you're gonna do. We're just gonna hold that, okay? So get into your squat position. Squat down as low as you possibly can, and we're just gonna hold this. I'm gonna set a 30-second timer. Let me get the timer going and squat. And that's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna sit right here. Try to feel what's going on in here. So as I'm doing this, I notice my knees do eventually want to cave in. I'm trying to actively push against, just using my glutes. Again, you can use your hands to prop yourself open a little bit more. And then I also feel, I'm gonna stay down. I also feel my chest wanting to roll forward. Try to keep your chest up, okay? Try to keep your chest up. Try to drive those knees out. And then we're gonna stand on up. Man, I'm not gonna lie, it really opens up the hips. And that is it. Okay, that is the full body mobility routine. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns or anything like that, let me know down in the comments. And then if there is anything in particular that you guys want to see next week, let me know in the comments. Okay, I'll see you guys then.